Hey guys, and welcome to the stream. I'm just testing levels, making sure everything's alright before we get started. Let's see. Got the goal menu ready to go. Because this is a challenge run. Sort of. It's not so much challenge as in difficulty, as it is challenge as in a guideline. But for those who haven't seen the title, it's 112 Days as a Baker, Sunhaven. We're going to be spending 1 year in Sunhaven as a baker, where we're going to be selling stuff, you know, from the oven and the baker station. Not the cooking pot, just the oven and the baker station. So I think we should probably get started. I'm gonna create our character. I've already got one in mind, so it's gonna be easy to go from there. Just gotta flip through all the settings here for a second. In our profession, we're actually not going to be choosing baker. We're going to be choosing orchardist. In my little guideline and rules that I wrote, 3 of them would be optimal when you're not choosing baker. And that would be royalty, farmer, and orchardist. You know, farmer, you've got your extra vegetables that you can use for baking later. And royalty is just, you know, a crown with money. But this one we're going to be choosing orchardist, which gives us some fruit trees and fruits for baking pies and cakes. And we're just gonna choose winter first, like I always do. My character's name is Honey. Make sure profession is chosen. And we're not going to skip the intro. Usually I would, but we want one of the keepsakes from it. Here we meet Lynn, one of the romanceable characters. She's kind of like the character of Sunhaven. I'm not gonna read this, I'm gonna let you guys read it, so I'm gonna just go through it. You know, just a little fast because we're going on 30-day time and we'll probably get through like 5 or 6 days maybe. We'll take a break about halfway through. Lynn is such an adorable character. I really like her. When I originally wrote this challenge, I had a spouse in mind. But since I'm streaming the challenge instead of recording it the way I was going to, we'll choose a spouse. one thing for certain is we gotta befriend Liam, the fellow baker. So here we are on the train. There's lots of different characters on this train. But for streaming schedule, I plan on running PST PDT time, about 6 a.m. to 9, 10-ish. We're gonna run for 3 hours at least, if I can. It's been a very long time since I've actually recorded for 3 hours. Like last time I did any actual streaming for like a good period of time was... Man, I can't even think of it. No, here we are. Yes, I am a demon. It's alright, you can have a seat. Aw. Like I said, Lynn's adorable. My charm is to give peace. That one gives a farming bonus. Yes, I am heading towards Sunhaven. I'd like to see a little bit more of the Great City. I really would. Because I'm curious what it looks like. We're gonna calm her down. That's the nice thing to do. I wouldn't make her panic. And here we are, Sunhaven. Let me move my keyboard up a little. Nope, neither of us are hurt. Wonder how many times we can say darkness in the intro. Not as much as a Kingdom Hearts game, that's for sure. Nathaniel, please. Sword isn't gonna do anything against the fog. And there he goes. Poor Frederick. Yeah, we won't mention the darkness. If they figure it out on their own, though, they're kind of on their own. Lead the way. Let's go to the farm. Alright, so we gotta pick where the house is gonna be placed. I'm gonna stick it where I normally stick it. Just so I don't get confused as to where it actually is. Yep, let's stick it right there. Hello? Who are you and what are you doing in my house? Take care of me? I'm gonna bargain with her. See if she takes it. Okay, let's get these seeds in the ground. Yeah, for the longest time I had no idea that you could actually bargain with her and she would take the deal. But now every time I run the files, I will always bargain with her. Clear up some space here. We're probably gonna spend a lot of time clearing the farm to start off with. Everything. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually gonna put these away so I don't accidentally use them. Because I have a specific spot in mind for the trees. Water these wheat seeds. They purposely tell us to water 10 of them, but we've got 15. Sorry if you can hear snoring in the background, that it would be the dog. We need to cut some trees. Get rid of some of these that are blocking the way. Oh yeah, I can pop the rules up on the screen now. Give me a quick second. There they are. We'll keep them on the screen for a while. Just so you guys need to know, you know, what the rules are as a refresher. Once we get going through them. Okay. Once we talk to Anne here, we'll go over the rules. We're just basically getting through the tutorial. Okay, so she showed us where the crafting bench was, where the selling portal is, and we got our first quest. This one's not a major quest, so it'll just sit there waiting. Okay, so the rules. Seasonal pests are off. I don't keep them on because I've played with enough of them. And there was one time where they were bugged. I just didn't put it back on. 30-minute days. We're starting as an orchardist. We're starting with the Peace Keepsake. And we're only allowed to use the oven and the baker station for making money. No cooking pot. Like, I think we could sell some fruits and stuff just to help us get started. And we could sell wheat. But for the rest of the vegetables, we'll eat them. And for the most part, we're going to be buying our food instead of actually making it with the cooking pot. So I'm not tempted to use the cooking pot, because I'll forget. Our goals. Max out Liam's hearts, you know, without dating him, or with dating him, you know, and that's now an option. We gotta get married and have a tier 3 house. Visit 2 out of 3 cities. HP and mana above 150. Max out your wedding's ring stats, which is about 40-50 skill range, I think. Let me double check that. Yeah, that's at the very end of the farming. Not farming, the exploration. I thought it was farming. So we'll have to max out our exploration skill instead of farming. We gotta make our own stations. The oven and the baker station. You know, we're not allowed to start as a baker. And we gotta make and eat 10 different pies and cakes. That's pretty much it. We'll get to the mail in a second. Those are my DLC packs that are just waiting. I'm not in a big hurry to grab them. But we're gonna clear out some space real quick so we can plant those trees. Actually, I'm gonna stand on this side. We're gonna have to cut some more trees down anyways, so might as well do it now. We're actually gonna move this crafting bench out of the way. Move it here to the side of the house. Yeah, I was originally recording this, you know, just recording parts at a time to do a 100-day series. But I figured, why not stream it instead? That way we could change things if needed. And then eventually it'll be edited down into a 100-day video. Which is why there's no chat box on the actual video. Okay, those are cleared out. Let's move this. I think if we end up with seeds, we'll probably just sell the seeds too. Because I don't think I can make any use out of green root. So we'll just sell the green root. It'll give us some starter money to get started with. Put our apple trees down. We're gonna put apple trees here. You know, apples, strawberries, blueberries, you know, whatever we decide to plant. Alright, now let's get this mail. I have quite a few boxes. I tend to buy DLC for games when they're on sale instead of just buying them outright. Okay, that's the one that we want. So I meant to just put that in the inventory. But we're going to be working on our exploration skill, not our farming skill. Farming skill's fine. We're going to put a point in for the flower farm because we're going to make blue rose cakes eventually. So I at least want to get some blue rose seeds being sent to us. Okay, let's finally go to the grocery store. General store. Hello. And this is a general store right here on the left. This is Emmett. You'll see him a lot. He takes care of almost every shop. We're actually gonna get our first job, which is our next quest. And I would buy some wheat, but we've got sugarcane on sale. And we'll go ahead and buy some wheat too. Why not? We're just gonna spend all of our initial money on seeds so we can get started. We're gonna pick up these quests. One of them is to get 15 stone and the other one is to get 5 apples. Which we already have 5 apples because we started out with them. But we're still gonna pick up the apples that we see. He's the counselor slash teacher. Actually, we're gonna use our mount so we can go faster. Get some more apples. You can also dash while on the mount. I don't know if it's really any faster than dashing on the ground, but I like to think it is. And here's the blacksmith that Lynn works for, Stolen. And we see the baby dragon. We're gonna have some fun with Solon. He's gonna make us clean up this landslide all by ourselves. But you know, that's fine. That gives us some more stone for Topi. Okay, so we're gonna go to Town Hall. Get that exploration experience. Hello, Lynn. What do you do? I'm pretty sure she'll become a blacksmith master. I just can't make myself be mean to Lynn. I really can't. Now we have to talk to Lucia at Town Hall, even though she's right there. So, we're just gonna go turn in this quest to Rosa real quick. Oh, my hot bar. Check the fountain, because it'll give us +4 mana every Sunday. Yes, I have a minute. Here's why I cleaned out the hot bar. Because we're gonna do combat training. We're gonna go over the different techniques. My favorite is the crossbow. We're gonna take the crossbow because you can easily make a sword. Use the apples and take that experience instead of just taking the money like I normally would, because we want to boost our air skip as much as we can, as fast as we can. Mostly because mana is in short supply early on. Oh yeah, talk to Lucia. And get stuck on a bush. They're having a meeting about the security of the northern forest and the town right now, to sum it up. I was looking for you, Lucia. We have a baby dragon problem. And here's Kitty. Kitty's one of the other romanceable candidates. Okay, so we just need a fish. Sounds like a plan. And we're gonna choose farming this time. Okay, let me change around my hotbar real quick. There we go. Oh, we can meet the doctor. Dr. Warnhart. We're just gonna head straight down south. That's where the beach is. And lots of fruit trees. We're just gonna gather. When we gather fruit, it boosts our exploration level. We may end up eating some of this fruit just for the stat bonuses. I think I'll let fruit just be an exception to my rules. Only because we started as an orchardist. We need a fish, Peter. We don't have a fishing rod, we just moved here. From a city, nonetheless. What's taking so long? Fascinating.